Hello, welcome to Magical Energy with me, Karen of Golden Oak Therapies. Do you find that you are hearing a lot more about energy, possibly energy blockages or energy systems, on how energy is affecting our health? So in this series of podcasts, I will be exploring the powerful effect of energy, how it impacts upon our health and well-being, how illness can be due to energy blockages, and how we can make sure we are in optimum energetic flow. Energy is something we don't necessarily see, but we can certainly feel it, and it is absolutely essential to our lives. So join me as we explore energy, its effect, and the therapies that bring in magical energy. Welcome once again to Magical Energy. And over the past few podcasts, we have been talking about the power and magic of energy. And we've been discussing energy systems, how it affects our health and well-being, and how that energy is also incorporated into a variety of interventions. So in part one of this podcast, I want to share with you quick and effective ways that will get your energy into balance, boost your immune system, and increase your vitality. So most of these techniques last no longer than a few minutes, so easily that you could put them into your daily routine. And once again, alongside me, I'm joined by Mitchell, who will be doing these exercises as I describe them. So the first one is called crystal breathing. And it's about using our breath, and our breath obviously is always with us, and for most of the time we pay no attention to it. But if we consciously breathe and use visualization, then we can heighten our energy and really combat any low, sluggish tiredness that we may have. So what we do, we sit quietly with both feet on the floor, and that's helps us get grounded with the earth. And what I want you to do is just gently close your eyes, and I want you to visualize yourself sitting in a crystal. So that might be a clear quartz crystal, or it might even be in a cave absolutely full of crystals. And as you gently breathe in, I want you to be aware that you are breathing in the higher vibration of that crystal or crystals. And when you breathe out, you are breathing out back your energy, which is received within the crystal, ready to be transmuted back into that higher energy of breath. Just do that a few times, and the thinking behind it really is that using your visualization, you are changing your frequency, your higher vibration of energy. Okay, and then that's the first one. So the second one is a very simple meditation. It's called a six-word meditation, and this is by Donna of Energy Medicine. So again, it's a simple, effective way to slow us down. And when we slow down, we switch on the parasympathetic nervous system, which brings our pulse down, our heart rate down, it reduces our blood pressure, it reduces any adrenaline that's coursing through our bodies, and it gives us a bit of respite from our busy thoughts. So what we do is, again, we just gently close our eyes, and when we breathe in your mind, I just want you to say, notice breath. So you breathe in, notice breath. You breathe out and you say to yourself in your mind, soften belly. As you breathe in again, you say open heart, and you breathe out. So you breathe in and notice breath. Breathe out and soften belly. Breathe in, open heart, and breathe out. So we'll do that one more time. Breathe in, notice breath. Breathe out, soften belly. Breathe in, open heart, and then breathe out. Okay, so moving on. This one is not so much a technique, but a way of choosing your attitude or your perception. And these are the underlying principles of Reiki, which are called precepts. And this is what I teach in Reiki training. And there are 6 that set our intention, if you like, as to how we want to approach our day. They always start with the words just for today. So it doesn't matter about what's happened yesterday or what's going to happen tomorrow. This is where we are today. So the first one is, just for today, I will let go of worry. And just setting that intention in your mind, it almost like gives yourself permission that just for this time being, it's okay not to worry. You can do it tomorrow, you can do it in a week's time, but just for today, it's letting go of worry. Next one is, just for today, I will let go of anger. And I used to teach anger management, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with the emotion of anger. It's an emotion like grief, sadness, happiness. It's what we do with the anger that can make it harmful to us, whether we keep it in or it comes out against other people. So again, just setting with that thought in your mind, just for today, I will let go of anger. Do you know what? It's okay not to be angry about something. Being angry, being caught up in traffic, can't do anything about it, and you more or less harm yourself more than you harm other people with that one. Next one is, just for today, I will be humble. Now the word humble probably doesn't get heard an awful lot, but I bring it to gratitude. So just for today, I will be humble. In other words, just for today, I will be grateful for what I already have. Then we have, just for today, I will do my work honestly, which seems a bit strange because most of us are honest. But what it really means is, are you being honest with yourself? Are you being true to yourself? Are you doing the things that are important to you? Are you able to speak your truth? So just for today, I will do my work honestly. And the last one is, just for today, I will show compassion to myself and others. Probably very easy to agree with it in theory, but maybe a bit more difficult in practice, especially the compassion to ourselves. But if we are able to be kind, considerate, try and understand people, might not always agree with them, then that is partly about being compassionate with them. But we also need to be kind, considerate, and appreciate ourselves as well. So by setting those intentions for the day, we place ourselves, if you like, in a much healthier state, because we know energy follows thought, and it enables us to cope a bit better with whatever the day has ahead for us. The next one is called crossing the midline, and we talked about that when we are in good optimum energy flow, we have no blockages, we feel much healthier, and the energy flows in one direction. So just like our right hemisphere of our brain controls the left function of our body, and vice versa, so the energy, the meridian pathways also need to cross over and they do so at our collarbone point or our kidney meridian. So anything that we do to cross over the center of our body can help restore our energy. So it could be as simple as tapping right hand to left knee, like that. It could be touching opposite ankles or toes. It could be taking your right hand on your left shoulder and dragging it across to your right hip and then doing the other side. So what you're doing is crossing over that midline. Doesn't take very long, quick and simple, gets your energy back in balance. The next one is called the 4 Thumps. Again, a Donna energy medicine one. And this is a great one for getting rid of fatigue, tiredness, brain fog, just feeling sluggish really. And there are 4 specific areas to tap on. And the first one is that just with our index finger and middle finger, we just tap underneath our eyes on our cheekbones. So this is our stomach meridian, and it helps us ground down to the earth, gets us out of our head. The next one, if you go find your collarbone, your collarbone, yeah. And you go across to your sternum, your breastbone, drop down, and there should be a hollow. Got a hollow there? Yeah. So just thump. It might feel a bit tender, this one. So this is a really good one, once again, for boosting energy. This is where the energies cross over. Next one is you make a fist. Yeah. And you thump your breastbone, your sternum. Now, if you think about what gorillas do, and chimps, they go like that, yeah? It's all about boosting our immune system. And the thymus, which is what we're clearing, if you like, is all about creating the cells that fight infection. So important nowadays. The final one is the spleen meridian. So we go underneath our arms, just drop down about a hand's width, a bit further up. Yeah, and we just tap in there. So our spleen is really good for helping digest food toxins and pollutants, metabolizing of food, and also adjusting to any emotional change as well. Great, so those are the 4 thumps. Finally, something that we mentioned before, Mitchell, is the gratitude list. And by being grateful, by showing gratitude, it actually does decrease our strength, our stress. It improves relationships. It can improve our health and increases the serotonin, or one of the happy hormones. So the simplest way is, before you go to sleep, in your head, you just name 3 things that you're grateful for that day. Or you may want to write them down so you can keep a gratitude diary of some kind. You may want to show your appreciation of someone, and that's about giving somebody a compliment that's genuinely meant, or giving them a small gift, and that's part of the kindness. So if you're doing something that's kind, not only the other person receives it and makes them feel good, but it also makes you feel good as well. And why not, when you're out for a walk, thank the trees, the rain, the grass, the wind, the flowers, because all those are providing us with good, balanced energy. And if we can be grateful for them, that's part of us knowing that we are part of a bigger picture of energy within the world. So those are the ones that I want to mention in part 1 of this podcast.
Well, thank you, Karen, for sharing those tips. And I know we are going to explore more ways of increasing our energy in the next part of the podcast.
Thank you. I hope you enjoyed and found this podcast interesting. So join me for more of them as we talk about this wonderful and magical energy.